Hey guys, what's up? Diana here from Memories That Stick. Welcome back to my channel. This is a really exciting plan with me for two reasons. The first, as you can see in front of you, this will be my fourth year using the Griswold Family Christmas Collection from the Crafty Banana. I started in 2019 and we are now in 2022. So I'm really excited to once again use this kit and see how it turns out. And second is that I have the opportunity and I am so excited to be a part of the Holly Jolly Collab put together by my girl Cindy, and we will talk a little bit more about that while I am setting up the base. But before we do anything else, I'm going to dive into the last few years, what the spread turned out like using this kit, and kind of what my plans are for this year. So the first year is over here. Okay, let's get those out of the way. So this was December 2019. Let me see if I can squeeze you guys in or zoom you in just a little bit. There is just not enough room on my desk for all of this, but here is the spread from 2019. This was a crazy year because this was obviously before the pandemic happened. I don't know, can you guys see? All right, I don't know if you're getting the full effects of the spread being the little room I have on my desk, but I was still working in the city, so I was on site Christmas Eve. It was just me and my coworker, Terlina. And like, I felt that we were the only two people in the whole city that day because there was no one there. And then I was sick, which is funny because I'm not feeling great as I do this video on today is the 27th, I think. Yeah. So this was 2019. This was my first Erin Condren planner. So that's funny. And then also, I think what I like to bring up is the quote. So this year, the quote I put in the top box was, "Nobody's walking out on this funneled family Christmas." It's just such a classic movie. So this again was 2019. And then I believe this was 2020. Yeah, I believe, yeah, this was 2020. So this year, my handwriting was definitely different. I used to write a little slanted, and let's see, we had all the fish as we do. Oh my gosh, I was watching The Crown. I watched The Crown this week too, season 5, so that's funny. I was single at the time, so it was me and Matt just trying to get by, and this is great. So the quote I used up in the top this year was, "Is your house on fire, Clark?" Oh no, I ruined some of the stickers. And then I put "Nobody is walking out on this funneled family Christmas" down here at the bottom. But in that, this looks really pretty. I really like the deco up top. This year I used all of the deco, where in 2019, if you remember, I just used the light bulbs. So I think I'm going to use all the deco this year just because I love the way that looks. And then last year, so this was 2021, I used all the deco and date covers. I put "Is your house on fire, Clark" as the corner box. Up there, the quote box, I had a little countdown, which I have again this year. Again, 10 p.m. mass with my mom. This was really cool. It's really cool to look back on these. My social meter was at 0. That's so true. This is when we had our outdoor Christmas because it was still COVID and everyone was a little nervous. My cousin works in the city. You can't see it. My cousin works in the city, so in order to like protect our grandmas, we had like a fire pit outside, and it wasn't nearly as cold as it was this year, obviously. But this came out really cute. So that was this year. And now, last year. And then we have this year. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing as far as where I want to put the scene. A part of me wants to try putting it on top. I think that might be something different and new. But then I don't know what, I don't know. I feel like it can't go in the middle, because if you look at, let's say, you could look at last year's. If we put it in the middle, it's going to be very top heavy, and it's going to be very, there's not going to be a lot of room. I'm wondering if I put the scene on top, I could put the date covers just below the scene, and then I could do the deco along the bottom. I could do that. Or I can mix the deco in once everything's laid down. Like you see here, there's some white space. So I could probably do something like that. But I have the Coffee Monster Co. Christmas countdowns, which could probably go along the bottom with the deco. So I think that's what we're going to try. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. So bear with me. Let's watch together. Hopefully it turns out good. And just stick around and I will let you know all of the details for the collab. All right, guys. So I lost some footage here. As you can see, I lost the part. I didn't lose it. That's a lie. It's not missing. It's on my phone. But my phone, for whatever reason, refuses to prepare it enough to airdrop it to my computer. So it's not lost. It's just refusing to do what I want it to do. So you guys missed the part where I put down the big scene, the date covers, which I put down crookedly. I don't know if I like that. I don't know why I did that. I just felt like I went with the chaos of the movie. And then the Sadie stickers, date dots, which are little, it's a really good shot of them right now, but they're like little holiday lights. So cute. So to go into the collab information, if you want to know any of the stickers that I use in this spread, please just leave a comment down below, because I'm going to be answering questions and I'm not going to be talking about each sticker. So just FYI. So for the collab information, the way this works is that since December 5th, I keep wanting to say July, since December 5th, Cindy has been putting out a Plan With Me collab every week. And each week it's with a different creator. So the first week it was with Shanice from Planners and Tacos. The second week it was with Anna from Cafe with Anna. Third week was with China from Sugar Doll Plans. This week is moi. And next week is with Jemima from Just Lovey Dovey. And every week you need to watch the Plan With Me's. And each creator is going to give you a word. So that word will then create a sentence. So there are 5 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. Cindy, I believe, gave the first word. So 6 words, and it makes a sentence. So in order to be entered officially into the giveaway, you must be subscribed to all 6 of the creators, so including Cindy, including myself, here on YouTube, as well as following all of us on Instagram, plus the shops that are hosting the giveaways. Prizes, the giveaway prizes. So there are gift cards to Miss and Meow, The Giving Girl, Caress Press, Sadie Stickers, Letters to Apollo, Scribble Prince Co., and Art by Tony is giving away a custom design. So that's super freaking awesome. So make sure you watch all the Plan With Me's, get the secret word, and then there will be a link down below that you could submit the sentence to. So if you submit the sentence, but you aren't subscribed to all of us or aren't following all of us on Instagram, then you will not be entered in the giveaway officially. So make sure you do all the steps. They'll all be written in the description box below. All right, so now that you have all of the deets, my word will be coming later in the video, so you must watch for a little bit longer. So sorry. Okay, so the first question is, what has been your best memory this year? This is a really hard question for me to answer because I am the simplest things in life bring me joy. It doesn't take a lot to please me. But I will have to say that my birthday this year was my birthday night. So Sean took me to dinner to a restaurant that we went last year on my birthday. This year I wasn't sick, so that was nice. But we went, it's this little restaurant on like in a marina, so it's on a dock. And it was just the most perfect night. There was not a cloud in the sky. It wasn't hot. It wasn't cold. It was like the perfect temperature. And all you needed was a light sweater. And I had ordered steak and lobster mac. And it was just the best meal I've ever had in my life. Like, I put it in my mouth and I was making inappropriate noises because it was so good. And the night was perfect. And of course, Sean was there with me and we had a great night. And we went to Bodie's after, which is like this little bar on the beach. And we just had a few drinks. We chatted up with some older people who ended up buying us around. Like, it was just such a me night. Like, it was very low key, but still had great food. We were on the beach. We were in great weather. We were outside. So I would have to say, hands down, that is one of my best memories this year. Second question is top 3 favorite holiday foods, and I'm going to cheat on this question. One of them is going to be a beverage. So first is pasta anything. I love pasta. If you know me for 5 seconds, you know that I love pasta. Since it's the holidays, we'll do the holiday pasta, which is menegotte if you're Italian. Menegotta. Yeah, pasta anything. But my second favorite holiday food is the crab dip my mom makes on Christmas Eve. This isn't a family recipe or anything. We started running out of ideas on how to get all 7 fishes in on Christmas Eve. So if you know, you know. But one year my mom just whipped out this crab dip that she made, and we were collectively sitting around this and just like shoveling it into our mouths. Like, we could not eat the crab dip fast enough. So that is my second holiday food. Ever since then, it's been a staple. My third favorite holiday beverage is a White Russian. And do yourself a favor, if you drink White Russians, then please take out some cinnamon, and when it's all done and you've already stirred, put a little cinnamon on top. I promise you, it is chef's kiss. So good. What is your favorite Christmas holiday movie? I'm going to have to do the obvious choice here and go with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. If you haven't seen this movie, please do yourself a favor and watch it because it's just so great. Does your family have any holiday traditions? We do. I have holiday traditions myself, and then my family has some. So my family's holiday tradition, one of them is cinnamon buns. So around the holidays, so on Thanksgiving and on Christmas morning, we make Pillsbury cinnamon buns. And if you were anywhere near my stories on Thanksgiving, you likely have seen the massive plate of cinnamon buns I make myself while I watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. And then my dad makes a big breakfast on Christmas morning, and it always includes cinnamon buns. So number 5 is, when do you start decorating for the holidays, if you do? Any details about what your decorations are looking like this year? So I am one of these people that I like Thanksgiving to have its moment. I have certain decorations that are out for fall/Thanksgiving. But the next day, all are down and Christmas has thrown up in my house. Every year, the first thing that goes up in my house is my Christmas village. So, you know, the old school villages, your grandma may have one, your mom may have one, you may have one. If you do, let's talk about it. I have Dickens Village, personally, from Department 56. So if you also have a village, please reach out. I would love to talk villages with you. I only have 5 buildings so far. I have 2 like resident houses. So I have the Dursley Manor and another like little mansion thing. And then I have a sweet shop, a wine and spirit shop, and a church. And honestly, like, what more do you need in a town, you know? So why go to any more buildings? But those are the 5 I have. I do the fake snow, I do the fake trees, I do the whole bit. My mom has a much, much bigger village than I do, but even as an adult, I'm still enamored by her village. I'd take special time, and just the magic for me never dies in little Christmas villages. So highly recommend those. The second decoration thing that I do is that I pick a theme every year for my Christmas tree. I don't know who I think I am. Evidently Kim Kardashian. But I pick a theme every year. And I feel like now is a great time to let you know the word for the sentence. So my word as part of the sentence is and. A-N-D. And. That's my word. Okay, so moving on. I think I'm a Kim Kardashian, and I have a theme for my tree. And that theme this year is there's like a white base. I mean, my tree is green, but the main color of the tree is white. So I have white berries for like the garland, white ornaments for the base. And then as accents, I have bronze, dark green, dark blue. So it's like a jewel toned, but without the purple. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it, but those are the colors. Next is, what are your holiday plans for this year? And since the holidays have already passed, I will tell you what we did. We had like 6 Christmases. I am all Christmased out. I love the holiday, but man, is it so freaking busy. So on Christmas Eve, which was Saturday, which you'll see me put down in my planner next, perfect timing, but on Saturday, I started off by going to Sean's parents' house, so Sean's mom and stepmom, along with Sean's sister, her husband, and of course Sean, and we had some appetizers, had some drinks, opened some presents, and then I skedaddled because if I wasn't at my mother's house at 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve, I would be the one being served for dinner. Christmas Eve in my house is the night. Like, that's when you get dressed up. That's when you go to church. That's when everyone comes over. There's 76 courses served. So Christmas Eve is the night in my house, in my family's house. And then Sean came over after he was done at his mom's house, and he had late dinner / dessert with us. And then me and my dad went to church. And then Christmas morning, I woke up and me and Gus went to my mom and dad's house in our pajamas, and we opened all the presents. Both my grandmothers are staying at my mom and dad's house, so they were both there. My brother was home, so it was a big happy family on Christmas morning, which was really cool. And then I had breakfast there. Then me and Gus came home. I dropped off Gus, and then me and Sean went to his dad's house. And we had the most amazing Christmas dinner. Truly, truly. We had filet mignon, lobster tail, and baked potato. I mean, if that's not a Christmas meal, like, trust me, I miss my manigot, but if that's not a Christmas meal, I don't know what is, because it was a freaking phenomenal. Notice how all of my favorite memories this year revolve around steak and lobster. That's funny. Okay, so that was my plans for this year. Next question is, what is the best gift you've ever been given? And I just have to give this one to Sean. Hands down, no questions asked. Last year, I mean, what he got me this year was also phenomenal. Yeah, so great. But last year, he had handmade my gift, so it was already pretty special. And what he did is he found this jar, and it had 100 clear pill looking things in it. And in each pill, there was a small note that was rolled up. And on that note was a handwritten thing he loved about me. And so the backstory there, I mean, if that's not the most amazing thing ever, I cried, obviously. And, but the backstory there is that I am a words of affirmation girly. So I need to be told like 6 times a day that you love me and you still like me and, you know, you want to be with me forever. And he always, you know, as anyone would, had a hard time doing that because, like, that's so aggressive and it's exhausting. So he made this for me with the idea that I would uh, always feel affirmed in his feelings for me. So obviously he won Boyfriend of the Year for like the next 5 years, you know? Okay, so that was obviously the best gift I have ever received. Last question is, with the new year coming up, what are some goals/resolutions? And just to let you know what's going on the screen, if you're still here watching, I felt the spread had too much white space going on, so I took the deco from the kit along with some foiled strung lights from Sadie's Stickers, and I just filled in some of like the really white spaces. And it looks a little chaotic, but I thought it fit perfectly with like the movie and the scene, and I think, it just really helped tie everything together. So, goals and resolutions. I get so anxious around this time of year because every year around the New Year's Eve time, I'm like ready to change my life. I'm like, okay, this year I'm going to do all of these different things. I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to go to the gym 6 days a week. I'm going to like lose 30 pounds. So every year I have massive anxiety about all the things I want to change. But this year I've been still identifying things that I want to change or habits that I want to develop, but I haven't been putting time restrictions on them. So I haven't been saying, you know, I'm going to go to the gym 6 days a week. It's, I'm going to go to the gym as much as I can, ideally 4 days a week. And the reason that I'm taking off that pressure is because I overwhelm myself very easily. And if I don't go to the gym 6 days a week, which currently I'm going 0 days a week, so it doesn't make any sense. It's a little unrealistic. So I don't want to fail quite so early, i.e. the first week of the new year. So I'm trying to still identify the things, as I mentioned, that I want to develop, but not making it so difficult where I am absolutely going to fail. So with that said, some of the things I want to cultivate next year is getting healthier, but reading nonfiction more while taking notes. I want to read and notate 12 nonfiction books, so one per month. I want to read the Bible. I would like to read the Bible in a year, but I just don't foresee that happening. I want to save a bunch of money. I have a specific number in mind, and I also want to buy a house. So those are my goals for some of the resolutions for this year. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really had fun hanging out with you. Make sure you go check out the other videos, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!